Hello! This is a very special episode. If you are listening on a podcast app, then please do know that a few things might not make sense because I am filming this as a video so I can screen share to show you clearly what I'm talking about. If you want to watch the video, please check out chinesemandarincafe.com/bootcamp. In this episode, I want to talk about how you can still learn from the free 10-day Beginners Bootcamp Challenge and introduce you to a special offer to continue learning with me in my first ever 8-week group coaching program. If you are a beginner and want to learn to speak Chinese in a supportive and fun environment with group practice sessions so that you can start communicating and connecting, then please continue listening or watching. Let's talk about the free 10-day Beginners Bootcamp first. If you hear any weird noises, it's because both of my dogs are in the room with me. So I want to apologize in advance if they start barking every now and then. The free 10-day Beginners Mandarin Chinese Bootcamp was a challenge that I ran from October 1st to October 11th, where I promised to teach you 10 phrases that will lay a solid foundation for your Chinese learning journey. The challenge had a total of 4 teaching sessions where I streamed live on YouTube, and I had so much fun interacting with you in the live chat. Then, immediately after the teaching session, I hosted a group practice session where we met on Zoom so I could actually hear you speak. It was the highlight of the challenge for me. If you go to chinesemandarincafe.com/bootcamp, you will see all the videos, all the live videos, and all the bonus videos, just not a group practice session. But I do have a really exciting picture right here. On day 7, lesson 3, we had a group of I don't remember how many people. I think it was at least 8. And here you see some of the really lovely learners. And then down here, we have a self-study video that is for my podcast. And then our lesson 4 video. I've been teaching for more than 6 years, and it still excites me every single time when I hear someone speak Mandarin Chinese. Sorry. Are you okay, Bear? That was Bear. Bear, it's the big dog. He's an Australian Shepherd. And as a matter of fact, if you go to my Instagram page, then you will see that he actually appeared in this video where he was doing that push the button trick. Anyway, back to what we're talking about. On day 1, we had a teaching session on YouTube, followed by a group practice session on Zoom. Then the next day, we had a self-study day to solidify our learning, followed by a homework day where I would provide feedback if you couldn't attend the live practice session. Here's an overview of what we covered. Now, I know I promised 10, but we ended up with 20 because I had so much fun and got slightly carried away. We covered things like our verbs stay the same. Nationality is created by simply adding 人 at the end of the country name. How to use ma, which turns a statement into a question. We learned how to reverse engineer your answer or question to ensure that your answer is going to be correctly formatted. We also learned numbers 1 to 10. And if you wanted to challenge yourself, you could take those 10 numbers and get to 99. We also learned words like 几, which stands for how many, or what, if we were talking about like what month. And then 有, like 有, and 没有, like 没有, as in 有 to have, or 没有 do not have. If you are listening or watching this video after October 11th, then please know that all the videos will be available to watch until the end of October. I will be checking your homework until the end of October as well. If you are part of our free Discord community, then we actually have a bonus practice event coming up. All the details will be posted in the group. What if you don't have the time to finish the challenge, but still want to continue learning with me? Then I would love to invite you to my first ever 8-week group coaching program. If you go to chinesemandarincafe.com/bb, BB stands for Beginners Bootcamp, then you will be led to this page where you will learn all about my Beginners Bootcamp, an 8-week group coaching program. And we're going to talk more about it here. I want to be 100% transparent with you. It is my first time running a group coaching program. The only practice that I've had is the free 10-day challenge that I just ran. However, I am not new to teaching. It's not really me to advertise how many sessions I've taught and my readings and whatnot because it's just not it's not part of my character. But I know some learners will feel assured if they see that I have a solid teaching history. So I will walk you through some of my public profiles. This is one of my public teaching profiles. Here you can see that I have taught more than 1,200 lessons and I have an average of 5 stars. The next part is the part that I really want to show you. The number one attribute that I have received is fun. And that is something I'm really proud of because learning is fun and enjoyable. That's how I want you to feel when you come to my classes. I want you to enjoy our learning experience. My goal is not only to open the door for you to start your Chinese journey, but also be sure you start off on the right foot. Well, I guess in our case, it'll be like tapping or jumping because we're having so much fun. Maybe like dancing into the journey, I guess. Does that even make any sense? Anyway, now let's go back to our Beginners Bootcamp program. This 8-week group coaching program is a deep dive version of the free 10-day Beginners Bootcamp. That's why you're going to see some of the overlapping topics, but this time we are going to dive deeper and learn more words and more concepts that are related to what we covered in our free 10-day beginners challenge. My goal with this program is to teach you at least 20 essential phrases that will help you start conversation so that you can start communicating in Chinese. We will have one teaching session a week where I teach live on YouTube, but this time it's going to be private streaming as not everyone gets to see it. So only the learners who have registered for this program will be sent the link. You'll be able to interact in the chat box or on our Discord channel. Then it's going to be followed by a group practice session right away. So you're not left on your own trying to figure out, did I say that correctly? Did they sound like what they should be? Because you know how sometimes we're learning a language. You think you have the sound correct in your head. And then when you say it, other people are I'm not quite sure what that person just said. So I don't want you to run into that problem. Well, at least I want to minimize the chance of that happening for you. And you will receive live feedback during our group practice sessions. Now, I said that I have a lot of experience with 101. My other profile, I have taught more than 7,000 lessons, and I have met more than 400 wonderful students from all over the world. And trust me, this is a huge milestone for me because I'm a big introvert. So to have met more than 400 learners from all over the world, that was nerve-wracking and also really exciting at the same time. And that's one of the reasons why I feel really lucky that I know Mandarin Chinese, because knowing Mandarin Chinese, it has opened up so many things for me. And that's how I met my best friend online. We never met in real life, but it's cool. It's cool. I adore her a lot. That's also how I met awesome Spanish teachers. Last but not least, so many amazing people from all over the world that I feel extremely lucky to have met them and help them with their journey. It's one of the most fulfilling things for me, and I feel really, really lucky. So I have experience with one-on-one and recently started venturing into group coaching because I had to grow as well. I mean, not physically, unfortunately, that's done, but at least like, mentally and also in terms of personal growth, I want to be able to learn as well. And that is where I started doing group coaching. And just so you know, if you are interested in one-on-one, I'm really sorry that I have a full list of wonderful students to work with at the moment. I'm not able to take on more students. However, that also means that this group coaching program is going to be the next best thing after my one-on-one coaching program. I've started recently and I'm learning a lot. I'm making mistakes as I do group coaching program, but I'm also trying to adjust and modify them so I can provide the best group coaching experience for you. And so far, I feel again, I feel really lucky to have my group events so well received by amazing learners from all over the world. And here you can see the breakdown that fun, it's number one, and it's 5 out of 5. Welcoming, it's number 2. Well organized, it's number 3. And then on average, a lot of learners feel like they get the chance to improve speaking and also learn new things. If you have never attended one of my free group practice sessions, I do want you to know that it's not as scary as it sounds. It's actually really fun when you are in an environment where all your learners are learning Chinese too, and you also have me in the room supporting you and guiding you. So after our teaching session and the group practice session right away, then a few days later, there is actually another group practice session to practice speaking. This second group practice session is set a few days apart to give you enough time to study and review. During the week, I will assign homework to help you stay on track. There will be audio homework as well to receive additional feedback on your pronunciation, or if you couldn't attend the practice sessions. I want to make sure that you know that I'm here to support you, to guide you, make sure that you are having the most fun and getting the most out of our time together. All the live training videos will be available for you to watch whenever. So even after our program ends, you will still have access to our training videos and worksheets. In addition, you will receive updates for free if I create new videos for this course. By the end of the program, I hope you will have gained confidence in speaking, overcome the fear of making mistakes. Everyone starts at zero, and I want you to know that the environment that I want to create is fun and supportive. And that's what making mistakes is not a problem at all. In fact, we can learn a lot from mistakes. When we do have mistakes, let's say, what I like to do first is to have our learners try to help you fix that first as well. So this way we are learning from each other. And I want you to know that it's totally okay to make mistakes. And I also hope that you will have learned how to hold a short conversation. And last but not least, fell in love with learning Chinese even more. So here's the program overview. The goal of this program is to help you systematically learn 20 essential phrases so you no longer have to wonder what to learn next. There will be 8 live teaching sessions where you can learn the key concepts and words that we are covering that week. Unlimited replays, you can watch anytime. There will be a total of 16 group practice sessions where you get to practice speaking so that you can be as clear as possible. I will create homework assignments for you to complete to ensure that you are on the success track. And a mini milestone is to hold a 2-minute conversation with me. Last but not least, have a lot of fun learning and speaking Chinese. I do have a few time-sensitive bonuses that I do not want you to miss if you want to sign up for the program. So that's fair. Bear is telling me that I'm taking too long with this. If you sign up before October 21st, you will get one additional bonus group practice session. For the first 5 learners, you are going to get a 20-minute one-on-one session with me. And the last one is a discounted pricing. If you sign up before October 21st, the investment is going to be $247. After that, it's going to be $297, and you lose the one bonus group practice session, and you also won't have the chance to get a 20-minute one-on-one session with me. Note that that is for the first 5 learners only. We have 3 spots left at the moment of this recording. Who is this program for? This program is designed for starters or beginners. I will guide and help you during our group practice sessions. And one more disclaimer before I end this video. Since this is my first time running a group coaching program, I might add or adjust the content based on our learners' progress and feedback. I have a list of core concepts that I want to make sure we cover to ensure that you have a solid foundation. But the final product will be influenced by your feedback. Check out my free 10-day Beginners Bootcamp to see how I structure my program and how I teach, because I do want to make sure that we are a good match. If you have any questions, please email me. My email address is amy@chinesemandarincafe.com. Now I'm going to go ahead and take care of Bear, who really wants to go out right now. I hope to see you in Beginners Bootcamp. Bye!